In this episode, Lenovo goes with Android, Google Chrome 5 is available for Linux, and the LinuxCon 2010 schedule has been released. QuickSurf Internet Media presents Linux News Log, separating the Linux and open source signal from the noise. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm your host Adrian, coming to you almost live from lovely Phoenix, Arizona, here in Studio C1 at QuickSurf Internet Media. Linux News Log is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here, so do feel free to head on over to techpodcasts.com, and you're bound to find other technology-related shows over there as well. Let's go ahead and get into these stories for Season 10, Episode 15. From AndroidSpin.com, there's a story here. Lenovo opts out of custom Linux OSs and goes with Android instead. When we first heard about Lenovo's innovative tablets, they were supposed to be running their own custom version of Linux. They have thrown out that idea and have decided to go with the Android OS instead. This is actually good news for Android. The Skylight SmartBook is reportedly powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon chip with 1 GHz ARM processor core. It was equipped with a 10-inch screen, 20 gigs of flash storage, Wi-Fi, 3G, typical keyboard, etc., etc. And now, instead of running a custom version of Linux, it will be running Android. Undoubtedly something customized for it, but this looks to be a pretty interesting implementation once we actually see it out. Let's talk about our sponsor for this episode, GoToAssist Express. If you provide technical support to clients, colleagues, friends, or family, have you found an easy, cost-effective way to support them without being there in person? The best way for me to provide technical support is to do it online with GoToAssist Express. I've been able to help friends learn how to use new software and fix family computer problems without being there in person. GoToAssist Express lets you easily view and control any other computer online so you can quickly resolve technical issues. It doesn't matter if you're in customer support, technical consulting, or management, or just a computer guru. GoToAssist Express will help you increase revenue, reduce travel and support time, and service more clients. It's brought to you by Citrix, so you know GoToAssist Express will be easy and secure. My audience can try GoToAssist Express free for 30 days. For this special offer, visit gotoassist.com/techpodcast. I repeat, my audience can try GoToAssist Express free for 30 days. For this special offer, visit gotoassist.com/techpodcast. From InternetNews.com, there's a story here. MeeGo 1.0 Linux OS debuts for notebooks. After 3 months of development, the 1.0 release of MeeGo open source Linux mobile operating system is now available. MeeGo is a joint effort led by Intel and Nokia that was first announced in February. MeeGo combines elements of Intel's mobile and Linux with Nokia's MeMo Linux effort in a new mobile operating system that can be used for netbooks, handheld devices, and other mobile applications. The initial MeeGo 1.0 release is only available for netbooks with a MeeGo handset version planned for a June release. So this is kind of interesting. I'm actually a little surprised because Nokia's been doing the whole MeMo thing, and they've been really inconsistent about it, so I'm wondering how much of this effort is Intel and how much is Nokia's effort. It'll be interesting to see, but it looks pretty cool. From Tom's Hardware, there is basically an op-ed piece called "Should Sony Be Sued for Removing Linux?" Now, we previously reported that Sony had removed the Other OS option from the slim PS3s, and there's been a huge amount of uproar about this, and Tom's Hardware has an article here that's basically raising the question, should Sony be sued for removing Linux? Personally, I don't know. I'm not a PS3 owner, so to me it's pretty immaterial, but at the same time, there's a lot of people who actually used it. I mean, one of the last episodes we did was the U.S. Air Force had a PS3 supercomputer, and now, they're kind of in trouble because as machines die, they're, basically through attrition, their supercomputing cluster is going to go away because they can't load their Linux flavor on there. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm not so sure that they deserve to be sued. I know that they are being sued, but should they deservedly be? Should it be like a huge class action lawsuit where they, it's like, hey, who knows? It's all speculation at this point. From topnews.us, there's a story: Google Chrome 5 available for Mac OS X and Linux. That is right. The real news for Windows users is not that Google Chrome 5 is out, but that it is finally available for OS X as well as Linux. After developing it for more than a year's time, Mac and Linux users can now at last experience Chrome speed and light design. Windows Chrome users are not totally excluded. Chrome for Windows gets a speed increase, preference syncing, and a redesigned bookmark manager, the capability of running extensions whilst it is in private mode, and additional HTML5 support. So I've not actually tried Chrome on Linux yet, but I do have Ubuntu 10.04 installed. So I'll give it a try and maybe do a little walkthrough or something for the next show. From the Linux Journal, there's a story here entitled Linux Foundation releases the LinuxCon 2010 schedule. Among the crown jewels of the annual conference season is the relatively young but wildly successful LinuxCon put on each year by the Linux Foundation. For those who will be in Boston for this year's event and are wondering what they'll be seeing, the details are now available. So, initially, those registering for LinuxCon had no clue what would be on the agenda, which, is kind of nice to know, but now they do know. So it's August 10th through 12th, 2010 in Boston, Massachusetts. They've got the keynote roster and some 60 sessions you can choose from, so go check it out. It's all linked up in the show notes. From Ars Technica in their open-ended section, Fedora 13 released with Open3D drivers and a Python 3 stack. The developers behind the popular Fedora Linux distribution announced on Tuesday the official release of version 13, codenamed Goddard. It brings some important platform improvements and several new desktop applications. In order to get hardware-accelerated 3D graphics on the Linux desktop, users have typically had to rely on the proprietary drivers that are supplied by the graphic card vendors. The Linux community has had tremendous difficulty building its own alternative open-source drivers, but the hard work is starting to pay off. So you get a lot of that in Fedora 13. It's free, unlike Red Hat. And go ahead and check it out. That'll pretty much do it for this episode of Linux News Log. As always, I thank you for watching and listening. Just a reminder again, for those of you who have not updated your podcatchers, please go to linux.quicksurf.com. The new RSS link is in the show notes. Grab all that. And you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Adrian_bacon. And with that, I will see all of you on the next episode. See you then. Bye.